Y'all see him in the street struggling, young, dumb, and thugging, give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
Well, Scott, you just here, welcome back to my channel. We are back to the reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday. This is Season 6, Episode 6, Blood on My Blood. But before we jump into this episode, we obviously got to talk a little bit more about the last one because, man, oh man, was that an emotional episode or what? That might have been the most emotional episode of Game of Thrones yet. I obviously cried a whole bunch, and judging from the responses I got on Patreon, you guys actually let me know that I wasn't the only one that shed a tear for the loss of Hodor. R.I.P., man. Hold the fucking door. That's serious. The pain is coming back. I just need a second to chill here. All right, let's jump into this episode because I don't want the tears to form anymore. And I already said to myself, no more tears, no more crying for the remainder of the season. Fingers crossed at least, but we shall see. Hopefully with this episode, we do see a little bit more progression with some of the wars to come because I really want to see the Sparrows get theirs, but there's only one way to find out if they actually will. If you guys look for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go. Pick it up right where we left off. R.I.P. Hodor, man. They can't be far behind. Gotta keep moving. Can't let Hodor's death be for nothing.
Where's my sister?
Oh God.
I'm so sorry.
This isn't the end for them. Who is this? Yo. I don't know who this is. But he's helping our people. God damn.
Come with me. Now, the dead don't rest.
I don't recognize the voice. Look like the Grim Reaper on that thing, though. The sickle, too.
So, you know what to tell them?
That Little Sam is your baby.
Yes, now that's very important. If he thinks that Little Sam's his grandchild, he'll take you in.
You didn't tell them I'm a wildling.
He might have left that bit out.
My father doesn't like wildlings.
I think it's gonna be kind of obvious, though. You might want to get her
I think we're here.
a different set of clothes. Damn! Looks nice. All right, let's meet his father now.
Sam. Oh, Sam.
Oh, hello, Mother. This is Gibby.
This is a lot to take in here. Such a change of scenery, new characters.
And this is our son, Samuel.
I've missed you. More than you could know.
We'll be together again soon. And everything will be better than it was before.
He's not quite what we thought he was, is he?
There's something about him. His way of looking at the world. I've had lots of time to think about how good I was at seeming good.
I refuse to believe
All the stories I told
that she's actually cracked.
who I was and why I did the things I did.
About Loris.
I think she's staying strong for him,
I
too.
love my brother.
Or putting on this act for
I
him.
always loved my brother. The gods have a plan for us all. It's hard to walk in this.
I didn't even recognize her at first.
It's beautiful, pure beautiful.
She is super pretty when she's not like dressed up as a wildling.
Samuel, would you care for more bread?
Oh, yes, please.
Not fat enough already.
It's like, no, I'm good then. His mom seems cool. Like she was even like disturbed by
I
that.
travelled south under orders from the Lord Commander. He wants me
I
to...
read your letter. Spending your life reading about the achievements of better men. I'll wager you still can't sit a horse or wield a sword.
Randall, to be Maester of the Night's Watch is a great honour.
He can wield a sword.
She's
Killed a
standing
White
up for
Walker.
him.
I saw it with my own eyes on our way down to Castle Black. He drove a dagger into the Walker's heart.
On our way down to
He
Castle
risked
Black.
his own life to save mine more than once. He's a greater warrior than either of you will ever be.
Ooh!
Your way down to Castle Black.
I noticed that he noticed
Where did he kill a White Walker?
north of the wall.
Where are you from?
Killy?
North of the wall.
North of the wall. You're a wildling. See that sword? Heartsbane, Valerian steel. Only a handful of them left in the world. Supposed to go to my firstborn son after I die. He will never wield that sword.
Come, my dear. Tala,
He dishonors us.
you dishonor yourself.
There you go. Alright, his mom's a real one.
When do you have to go?
First light.
You don't have to leave till the morning, so...
You're not what he thinks you are, Sam.
There's a bed right there, I'm just saying.
Goodbye, Gilly.
Goodbye, Sam.
Sam?
We're leaving.
What?
Get your things. We belong together. All of us.
That was so dope. I'm like, alright, she's gonna go comfort the baby. Scene's gonna cut. We're gonna go to somebody else.
Sam,
Music stops, she just comes right back in.
won't he come for it?
He can bloody well try.
It's time to see if truth be told, who said Tywin Lannister shit's gold.
You beast! You beast!
So crazy that we saw the real thing now. And this is how it's portrayed on stage. They made some improvements to the story, I guess.
Greatest crime!
This is big for Arya, though. All the funny stuff aside, this is a big moment for her.
I give you Camillo! Sweet Lady Crane!
There she is.
Go. What are you doing back here?
You should not be talking to her, Arya. This is gonna change your mind.
What's your name?
Mercy.
You have very expressive eyes, Mercy. Do you like pretending to be other people?
I have to go. My father's waiting for me.
Lady Crane,
It was a very interesting discussion there.
It was sweet.
She's holding it. She gonna drink it?
Careful of that one. She wants you dead.
Fuck. This isn't good. Needle? Is she just done with this all?
As I expected.
Shame.
You promised me.
Don't let her suffer.
What the fuck? She's gonna try and kill Arya. Ugh. She's been wanted from the start. They're gonna put a stop to the sparrows right now?
My lord.
My lord.
Rich or poor, noble or common, if we sin, we must atone. Marjorie of House Tyrell came to us a sinner.
I don't want to see Marjorie tortured,
Before the gods in the holy sept and lied.
but I wouldn't mind seeing her
She turned
without
a
any
blind eye
clothes,
to her
so
brother's sins.
I'm
She
conflicted.
disgraced her house.
Is it going down now? They're actually gonna put a stop to this?
Sorry to interrupt. We're here for Queen Marjorie and Sir Loras Tyrell. Give them to us and we'll be on our way.
I don't have the authority to give them to you. And you don't have the authority to take them.
We will see about that. Oh, look at that beautiful horse going up the stairs. Don't kill the horse, please.
We've already insulted one great house. It won't happen twice. Every last sparrow will die before Marjorie Tyrell walks down that street.
He's egging them on. I don't know how brave they are, though. See that look up? He's like, are we sure about
But
this?
there is no call for it today. There will be no walk of atonement.
He's got to have something else
Marjorie
planned.
has already atoned for her sins by bringing another into the true light of the seven.
So he's fully backing them now?
A holy alliance between the crown and the faith.
Together, we will restore the Seven Kingdoms to glory.
You lost it.
This fucking guy. His stomach just started hurting again. Just being back in this place.
After the Red Wedding, you had him right here in this hall, and you let him leave. River Run is ours. Take it back. They're laughing at us. All across the Riverlands, right down to King's Landing. They're laughing at us. I hear it in my sleep. I'm not dead yet, unfortunately for you. And I'll not leave this
Fortunately
room
for all of
until
us.
they all choke on that laughter. Take that castle back.
Finally seeing him again. I always wondered, I'm like, where the hell did he go after all this?
You're going home?
Three-eyed Raven sent for me.
Red Raven's dead.
Now he lives again.
Who are you?
Is that the uncle? Uncle Benji or something?
Uncle Benji.
Yes!
The last letter John wrote me said you'd been lost beyond the wall.
He is alive. Alright, we got some Khaleesi action this episode too. Where we last saw her, she sent Jorah on his way.
So we ride from Marine, and after that we sail for Westeros. And what then?
I take what is mine.
Ooh.
Wait here.
What does she see? They're all just chattering amongst themselves. Like, alright, what now? I love how she rides them all now. Every cow who ever lived. Will you give me the 7 kingdoms? They're ready for war. Look at that. Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones, Season 6, Episode 6, Blood of My Blood. And I actually really enjoyed this episode. I do gotta say though, this episode felt really different for me. I don't know why, maybe it's because we dealt with some different characters and some different scenery, but let's jump right into it because obviously, as usual, I got a lot to say, but we did pick up right where we left off pretty much from the last episode. I always forget that one girl's name, and to be honest, I don't think I ever really knew it, but the one girl that is carrying away Bran and helping him get to safety, I didn't think that they would get that far, but she's really struggling, like dragging him. It's basically just her by herself. At one point, I was actually expecting a direwolf to come out and save her because it seemed like they were just about done. Like the White Walkers were right there. They're ready to kill him. Like obviously Hodor, R.I.P. Hodor. I don't want to get emotional again, but he did his best. He played his part in basically letting them get away and block them off for as long as he could, but they eventually got through clearly. So I didn't know how far that they actually were going to get. They did catch up, and then right when it looked like they were doomed, that's when the one mystery man riding on a horse came to save him, and I actually thought it was going to be a dire wolf, and then it all came back to me that Summer actually died last episode as well. I don't think I really discussed her because I was so focused on Hodor last episode, but RIP Summer as well, man. The deaths in the show. I'm just an animal guy. You guys know me from my posts. I let you guys know that I got my own ghost recently. Like, I do not like seeing the death of animals in the show. Like, some of these characters hits me hard enough, but with the death of animals, man, it's like another level. So R.I.P. Summer, R.I.P. Hodor, but she did get him to safety, that one girl to Bran, or to the best of her ability, and then that's when this mystery man showed up and saved them and took them to safety, better safety actually, because he did kill the remaining ones, and he was swinging around this cool weapon too. He like lit this ball on fire, this metal ball, and he's swinging it, so he knew how to deal with them right away, the White Walkers, and clearly he had dealt with them before. And when he first spoke, I was like, all right, we might know who this person is, let's hear him talk. And then when he actually spoke, I was like, wait a second, I don't recognize that voice at all. I'm not gonna lie, pretend like I knew exactly who it was. But then afterwards, when he took off the face mask and he actually revealed who he was, that's when I kind of put it together before they actually said it. I was like, wait, this is the Uncle Benji, I think it was. I don't know if it was that, Benjamin, or something crazy, one of these Game of Thrones names, like Benjun, I don't know. But it was who I thought it was afterwards, so that was pretty cool. I got that right. It was nice to see him again because he's been brought up like so many times throughout these past few seasons, especially look at last season at the very end, season finale with Jon Snow and his death when he got lured out there. Didn't they mention his uncle and him coming back and having information on the wildlings or something, or White Walkers? So I forget exactly how they lured him out there, but I'm pretty sure that he was mentioned, and that's how they got him to his eventual grave that he did return from, thank God. But we didn't see any Jon Snow this episode. That was pretty interesting, but once they got saved, the next scene that we eventually got to was actually Sam. When I think that's part of the reason why I thought this episode was so different, because for a large chunk of this episode, we did focus on Sam and Gilly and little Sam, and then meeting Sam's parents. That was super cool. That's not something I ever thought we would actually see. I know it was brought up that's where he was going to take her, but I don't know. It just didn't really kick in to let me know that, yes, at some point we are going to be seeing them, and then this very next episode we do. So that was pretty cool, but meeting them, I thought they were both going to be dicks, and clearly the dick is just his father. I almost thought that his dad was played by Doug Bradley. I still don't really know. I kind of want to look it up, but afterwards and we heard him speak. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. I'm not going to look up anything though, because the last time I looked up something for Peaky Blinders, I did see a minor spoiler. So yeah, I'm not going to look it up. But if that is actually Doug Bradley, I would love to know that. So definitely let me know that in the comments down below. But I'm pretty sure it's not. But for some reason, the face, it looks very similar. Obviously, the actor that played Pinhead, but I don't know. He's older now too. When did this episode come out? I got the date here, so I always type up Game of Thrones season whatever, episode whatever, before I actually jump in the episode, just to look up the title of the episode. And this one says the original air date, May 29th, 3 days after my birthday, 2016. So it is possible. I don't think it is him, but yeah, let's get back to the story, because regardless, it doesn't really matter if it was him or not. But meeting Sam's parents, just the hatred that his father has for him, it really sucked. Like, I don't know what it is with the fathers in the show. Tywin, the older Bolton, and now Mr. Tully, like, they are not winning any Father of the Year awards anytime soon. But at least his mother, she was actually really respectful and actually really liked his mom. She seemed super nice. Like, she was super welcoming. Second that Sam came back, she was right there to hug. Same with his sister. Then she welcomed Gilly. She even said, like, let me hold the baby. At first I was a little suspicious, like, are they going to know something's up? Are they going to be pissed off at Sam for actually abandoning his post at the wall? And are they actually going to do something to his Gilly and the child now because of that? But I guess he did have it in writing from John that he did have permission to actually leave and go be, what was it, like the Meister or Maestro or whatever. It was cool that he did have permission. I didn't even realize that at first, but then he did bring that up afterwards. So his father couldn't really do shit, but he was still pissed off at him. I don't know. I just wasn't a fan of his father. Like I said, none of the royal fathers in this show, they're not really good people. I don't know what it is, but yeah, it's just like something that I keep seeing return, so I had to bring it up. But definitely at the very end there, he manned up, and it was actually a really cool scene, because when he was kind of banished yet again, I thought he was going to leave them there, and I was saying, like, at least he got them to safety. Like, that was his whole mission, like, to protect Gilly and little Sam. That's exactly what he did. He got them away from the wall. He got them away from harm, from the walkers, from all the war that was taking place up there, all the craziness. He got them to safety. If he has to leave, at least he did his mission. Like, even if he were to die now, he did his part. And the fact that they're allowed there to stay, they don't have the best job, like she's gonna be working in the kitchen or something like that. It's better than being out there. So at least he did that. And then as he's walking away, like, he gave like a very brief bye. It wasn't really emotional, so maybe I should have picked up on that. But then the music starts playing. He leaves the room, closes the door, and then she goes and comforts the baby, like, all right, this is our life now. Then the music stops, the door's open, he comes back, he's like, no, fuck that, we're leaving. I freaking love that scene. That actually warmed my heart. That was great to see. But the reason why I'm a little bit suspicious about all that is because it did warm my heart. It was so great to see. And Game of Thrones, they don't like when my heart is warm. So I feel like something bad is going to come from this. Even though this episode it didn't, at least for now, they're making it seem like everything is good. But he grabbed the sword, his father's sword, that his father said he will never wield. So that was pretty cool. Like, you love to see that he's going against his father because his father is such a dick. But at the same time, because his father is such a dick, I feel like it's going to come back and bite him in the ass at some point. But we shall see when. Hopefully it doesn't, because I would love to see just a happy ending for those two. I feel like Sam, the baby, and her, like, they deserve it. They've been through so much already. But like I said, and as you guys have let me know so many times, like, this is Game of Thrones. Don't expect a happy ending. So I've kind of got that through my head now, even though in my heart I still want it to be remaining warm. But let's go to the next story arc, because I feel like I've kind of been focusing on Sam quite a bit, even though a large chunk of this episode really did focus on them. So yeah, I gave them the appropriate amount of time. But yes, let's go to the next thing, which I definitely want to discuss, is Arya. And she was back in the play. She was ready to go forward with her assassination, because I guess this could be her first assassination, because the first one that she was given, she never actually went through with. And now she's being given a second chance, which was great to see. But I knew something was going to go bad, or she was not going to go through with the hit. As soon as she tried sneaking out, and then she actually started talking to the assassination person, or the assassination-ee? I don't know the exact word, but the potential victim, or who was supposed to be, who she was supposed to kill. Once she started having a conversation with her, I was like, fuck, this isn't good. She's not going to go through with it now. And then right after that, they kind of like bonded a little bit. They only had like a scene together there, just a minute or two, and then right away Arya saved her life. Like, she went back, she knocked the glass, or the little shot glass, out of her hand right when she was about to take it, saved her life, and warned her, like, you got to be wary of this one. This woman right here, this other actress, she wants you dead. So yeah, hopefully she didn't drink any more of the bottle after that. Obviously I don't think she did, but basically what came of that is the other girl that has no face or has no name, who I've always hated ever since she's been introduced. She's been beating it. She's always hated Arya as well, because ever since she's been introduced, she's always been telling the man without a face, Jägermeister, that, oh, she's not cut out to be one of us. She shouldn't be here. Like, why are you helping her? She doesn't deserve this. No, fuck her. She doesn't deserve this, because right away, this little snitch, she even had that smile on her face too. When she went back to Jägermeister, it was like, I told you she couldn't go through with it. She messed up. She warned her. And then, unfortunately, one thing I didn't expect, I guess it's because it is her second chance, he's like, all right, now she must go. I will allow you to go through with the kill. I don't know if this is kind of just throwing us off, because for some reason, I still don't believe that he's actually going to go through with it. I feel like this is all more or less a test for this other girl, because he's always realized that she's always been against Arya and thinking with her personal feelings as well. So maybe that shows him that she's not really cut out for this. I could be wrong about that, but I just feel like there's no way that he's actually going to let her go through with a hit or kill on Arya. But Arya is prepared, because we did see her. She grabbed Needle. I forget when exactly she hid Needle. I think it was the start of season 4, or was it the start of season 5? It might have been the very end of season 4 when she arrived in Bravos, when she basically had to get rid of everything except for Needle. That was the one thing that she did not actually let go of, and obviously she didn't let them know that she is holding on to it. She did hide it behind the rocks, but I was half expecting her to go back to the rocks, go for it, and it was going to be gone. So it was great to see that it was still there. She now has it in her possession once again. She's prepared. I think she knows there's going to be some backlash and consequences for her not actually going through with this hit. So yeah, we're going to see it actually come back. This other girl's going to try and take her life. I don't know if this is all just a plan, but in the long scheme of things in regards to Jägermeister, I don't really know where his head is at. I just feel like he's more on Arya's side than he's letting this other girl know. But I could be wrong about that. We're going to have to wait and see. But I can't wait to see this other girl die, whether it's by Jägermeister at the last second to save Arya or by Arya's own hands. Either way, I am freaking on board, and I can't wait to see it. And then the last thing I really want to talk about before I go to kind of wrap up this recap here is the stuff with the sparrows. I gotta be honest with you guys, and you guys will see it in the reaction, or you guys did see it in the reaction. I was a little bit confused in regards to what's going to come from King Tommen actually joining forces and forming an alliance with the High Sparrow and the Sparrows just overall, because I know they did say that they joined forces. I just don't know what that means exactly. Like, what's going to change from how things are now? Like, even Marjorie's father was a little bit confused, and then the grandmother was like, we're all fucked. He beat us. But how? Like, obviously, he was smirking too. He knew he was, because having King Tommen on board, I guess that just gives him more power overall. Less likely for anything to actually be done to the Sparrows. But if I'm really thinking about it, I just don't know what exactly his plan is. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit confused by it all, because I don't know what he's going to do with the High Sparrow with this power. But King Tommen, I'm pretty much over him as a king. At least Marjorie's safe. I wouldn't have been too upset if she would have at least started this Walk of Atonement, took off, maybe took a few steps with no clothes, and then they saved her before they started pelting shit at her. That would have been nice to see, but all jokes aside, no, it is great that, I guess for the time being, she is safe. I have a strong feeling that more or less she's playing the part, though. Like, she hasn't actually cracked, even though King Tommen was kind of like taken back at first too, like when he first met up with her this episode. But yeah, I was more, I don't know, I would have much preferred to see a war just break out. I think that would have been cooler, but I guess in the long scheme of things, we can't get that type of stuff every episode. Like, this story arc with the Sparrows is still ongoing. I don't know where it's going to go, though. So that's one very cool thing about this season, I guess from last season starting with the Sparrows, but I don't know where it's all going. Like, what is going to come of this? With King Tommen joining forces with them and Marjorie playing the part, acting like she's with them. I strongly believe she's not actually with them, but... And what is the High Sparrow's endgame? Like, what does he want from all this? I have so many questions. Obviously, don't answer them, because I'm sure by the end of the season, all these questions will be answered. And I just kind of being a little bit impatient right now. I just super curious. I don't know what's to come of this. So that's the reason why I'm asking these questions out loud. I'm kind of just thinking out loud right now. But yeah, I really enjoyed this episode. I don't really have too much to say in regards to the end of the episode with Khaleesi. That was just another badass scene, but not really much came from it. Like, they were already all on her side. At this point, she already has an army, so she doesn't really have to prove to them anymore. I don't know what that whole scene was about, but if there are any non-believers in the crowd there, they're definitely believers now. So it was definitely another badass moment for Khaleesi, but it didn't really add much to the story. So yeah, that's why I didn't really discuss that too much, but still, was definitely a nice way to end the episode, leave us on a high, because seeing Khaleesi ride the dragons and having her army behind her, I'm never going to complain about that. It just didn't really add much to the episode. But yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end it, guys. As always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave.